Today we're going to be looking at the sine wave, the electromagnetic field, from its 12 aspects or its 12 factors, the 12 Zodiac. We have the sine wave starting in Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces at the feet. This is Jacob the Hill Catcher. This is the blueprint of the dyad, the emanation from the one. So the one becomes the two. So we come from the source, which the Hermetists would call the one, and or we would say in the Garden of Eden, Elohim, which is like a rank of angelic being, created Adam and Eve. So you go from one to two. Well, that two, or Eve, represents the sine wave, or the wave. This wave is creation, and which allows us to come here to have these different facets and different attributes and different qualities of life and experience. Because when we live in our limited nature in the bosom of the eternal creator, we don't have a reference point. The energy isn't organized in a sense to be able to experience it firsthand. So our energy manifests from the I am, just like Moses in the burning bush. He talks to the great I am, the Father, or Jesus says, I am that I am. I am the truth, the way, the light. So we have that I am principle, and that I am is given its individuality, its supreme individuality, and given offspring of children individualities, miniatures, microcosms, children of light. And as it descends, it takes on the electromagnetic field of the intelligence of from whence it came. It's like the Father, God, Aries. The Father is the start, because Aries is the top of the head, the most intelligent part of the human, the part of us that is connected to the Creator. We have always displayed these two being godly, then Gemini being like man, the creation, and going through the stages. So you have Abraham, Aries, or Moses, because Mars rules Aries, overcoming the bondage of Egypt, which would be the lower nature, or the physical realm, or the cold aspect of the sine wave. The sun conquering winter, liberating the life seeds, regenerating, because this sine wave is basically a blueprint of our life experience. We're born in Aries. This would be the child, baby of the Zodiac, children, adolescence, adulthood, old age, then winter. And we start off with a bang, boom, cardinal. We begin with our ability to understand, cognize our I am, because the motto of Aries is I am. So that energy manifests as I am. So when it comes to initiation to the mysteries and going through the 12 stages of the alchemical process, the soul's on a mission to manifest the philosopher's stone, which is the soul itself. Become on this journey to develop these 12 latent qualities that always, when I say latent, I mean we're not consciously using each one. Like, we have to master Aries, temperance, of patience, of being an individual. We have to understand our reality from a personal perspective. And when we develop our I am, or our personal point of consciousness, we master initiation of Aries, or in alchemy, calcination. You have Taurus. Taurus would be the bull. It'd be the ability to be able to understand that you are, so you may acquire. It's like being able to comprehend the ability to manifest in the physical earth realm, hence its earth sign, and be able to be a soul witness within a physical body and maneuver in it and understand what it means to be God in the flesh, or consciousness or light in the flesh. And, Moses says, stop worshiping the golden calf, signifying the sun or the ages moving from the age of Taurus to the age of Aries, blowing the ram's horn. And then we start in Pisces, where we start talking about Jesus being the fisher of men, John the Baptist in Aquarius baptizing the man with the pitcher of water, going to the upper room, which means the higher consciousness, to remember the lessons of Aries of the time of old. And we're always going through this cycle on a daily basis, and our initiation, our inner divine trainer, our inner divine consciousness is trying to allow us to develop these 12 intelligences. The 12 will lead to the 13th, which is the philosopher's stone, which would be the soul merging with spirit. You got to have the body dissolve into soul and the soul dissolve into spirit, so that Jesus says, I am the Father, I am in the Father is in me, and I am in you. So we have to combine all three of these aspects together. And we do this throughout our life. And the alchemist or the yogi or the magician just does it consciously. So it's interesting. We go through these initiations. Our Garden of Eden happens in Gemini, understanding the mysteries of separateness, other, man and woman, duality. We have Cancer, which would be family, foundation. We begin traditions. Then Leo, we use our willpower to overcome circumstances of the physical realm of red shift, blue shift, positive, negative. We become Lion's tribe of Judah, and the sun is in Leo, because we activate our heart chakras and become lions of the tribe of Judah, just like what the character Jesus would do. He's a lion of the tribe of Judah, meaning he activated his heart chakra. The sun in Leo at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. when the sun is super bright, right in the middle of the sky, symbolizes the strength and power of God, power of the Creator that is within ourselves, within our heart, of unconditional love. And when we develop unconditional love, we start activating our heart and emotions and astral body and develop a bhakti, more of a yoga of devotion to the Creator. And we go through Virgo, of course, distillation. The 12, these are the 12 processes of alchemy: of calcination, consolation, Taurus, fixation, Gemini, dissolution, Cancer, digestion in the Leo Virgo area, but then distillation. Because don't forget, the spinal column, where the seed is born in Bethlehem of Virgo, is a distillery. We must distill and vaporize the energies up the spinal canal to help activate the 12 cranial nerves, which are connected to the 12 physical aspects of the body, the 12 signs of the Zodiac, the 12 processes of alchemy. And on a daily level, it's even the 12 hours of the day, 12 months of the year. And when we read the scriptures, we have to look for the 12 to understand what is it talking about. It's talking about all of them, but usually it's talking about a specific one at each time. So the initiate starts his journey, Aries the warrior, taking that leap of faith of I am to gain the individuality of the soul. The soul descends into the physical realm. And I like to sometimes say that, hey, seems to me like the kingdom of heaven, and this is the kingdom of earth. This is the physical realm, this is the spiritual realm. Transcendental, mundane. Not that these are mundane like negative, but just the fact that this is the winter aspect of the Zodiac sign in the Northern Hemisphere. And this would be the spring and the summer. And this is where, Jesus is being tempted in the wilderness by the devil, saying you can have all the kingdoms of the earth if you worship me. And, Jesus represents this part, the devil would represent the dark half. This is just the shadow of the light representing the dyad to give us the experience so that we can grow, so that we can understand the difference between good and evil. And once in the Upanishad, it says, once we've explored the waking state and understand the difference between right and wrong and start awakening our ears that are deaf to our consciousness, blind to spiritual truth, we become revived by the spiritual Christ that awakens our spirit so that we're no longer deaf, we're no longer blind to the truth. Yes, the Christ, the healing power of the God can heal blindness, physical blindness. And yes, the healthy aspects of the sun can help in that regards, and raising the chrism also heals the physical blindness, but also raising the chrism and practicing and following the ways of the solar Christ is healing us from our spiritual blindness, from our physical death. We are Lazarus. Mysteries of Lazarus is we are Lazarus. Lazarus is come forth Lazarus, because we're entombed in the physical. When the winter strikes winter and all things are dead, then the sun comes in spring, and as we can see now in the northern hemisphere, it's starting to light up. And Jesus says to Lazarus, come forth, and he comes forth. The earth brings forth life once again. This is how we understand it spiritually, psychology, alchemically, on a very real level. We help. Your words could bring forth someone who's in a state of death, of stagnation. Lazarus, how many times have you been in someone's life where you've used your words? The Christ within you speaks, because Christ says he's within us. Krishna says he's the Paramatma within our heart. When that godly force speaks and gives life to someone who's maybe in a very bad state in their life, considered metaphorically, figuratively dead, and they rise. This is how we have to understand it alchemically. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this series. We're going to be looking at it from this perspective and just overlaying syncretism, and to understand the path of initiation, to tie this into the lessons. So we have an overview of what we're doing, where we're going, how we're going to manifest the 12 intelligences, how we're going to activate the 7 planets, how we're going to organize our zodiac structure, overcome our defects and vices, and start developing the royal yoga of emotional devotion, service to creator, analytical study, studious inquiry, and action, karma yoga, acting, doing physical things, combining all 3. Now, of course, we all have one that's more strong than the other. We're going to find out how we can get to the appropriate path. So if anyone has any questions, please inquire, and we will be learning how to, because right now we're in Pisces projection, and there's a 3-part series to this, because this has to do with the golden solar body, the supernal body, and projection into the final one, which would be the 13th. We're going to mysteries of Ophiuchus, Orion, slaying Medusas, understanding how to actually gain control over the lower impulses of the mind, tap into the coccyx sacrum, where Manly P. Hall says the secret of human evolution is hidden, according to Occult Anatomy of Man. And we're going to be understanding how to activate the 12 stones, the 12 loaves of bread, the 12 zodiac, the 12 intelligences, to bring forth master, bring forth Lazarus, awakening Lazarus within, and understanding the sine wave, the beautiful sine wave that Santos has given us to understand and comprehend how to put this all together in a way that can bring truth to everybody. So thank you so much. Bye.